NCIS just delivered one of the most quietly brilliant episodes of season 23, and I honestly did not see it coming. Because what looked on the surface like a fun Sam Hanna guest appearance turned into something much bigger, much more personal, and it ended with a cliffhanger that I am still thinking about 2 days later. Let's talk about everything that happened in season 23, episode 17. What Sam Hanna's return actually means, why this was really Jimmy Palmer's episode, and most importantly, what that ending with Edna is setting up. Because that final scene changes everything. First, how we got here. The bulk of the NCIS team is away at a conference. The building is almost empty. And Kasie Hines has chosen this exact window, the middle of the night, maximum quiet, to finally do the system reboot she has been planning for weeks. She brings in 4 tech assistants. Parker calls them tech trolls, and honestly, I cannot think of a better name, and shuts everything down, computers, security cameras, all of it. Offline for 2 hours, and she thought nothing would go wrong. She was very wrong. And then Sam Hanna walks in. Sam is stuck at the Navy Yard with a long layover on a flight to Dubai. He slips into Ducky's old multi-purpose room to catch some sleep, and I honestly could not stop smiling the moment he appeared on screen, because LL Cool J carries 14 seasons of NCIS Los Angeles history into every single room he walks into. And this episode knows exactly how to use that. But here's what this episode does that I did not expect at all. It does not make Sam the hero. It uses Sam to make Jimmy Palmer the hero, and I think that is the smartest creative decision this episode makes. One of the tech trolls, Daryl, goes silent during the reboot. Parker and Jimmy go looking for him, and they find him dead, neck broken, head wound. Someone killed Daryl inside the NCIS building while every camera and every computer was offline. And now Parker, Jimmy, and Sam Hanna have a murder to solve in the dark with no systems, no backup, and no idea how many people are still inside the building. What follows is one of the best bottle episodes this show has done in years. The 3 of them moving through a darkened NCIS headquarters, trying to piece together what happened. And it works because of the dynamic between Jimmy and Sam specifically. Sam has seen Jimmy at his absolute best. In the field, in danger, performing under pressure. He believes in Jimmy in a way that is different from how Parker believes in him. Because Sam has no preconceived notions, no years of watching Jimmy fumble through awkward moments in autopsy. Sam just sees the man Jimmy has become. And watching Jimmy rise to that version of himself in this episode is one of the most satisfying things season 23 has given us. And by the way, Jimmy casually mentions he is training to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. He has not told the rest of the team yet. He is wearing a weighted vest. Parker finds out and is completely supportive. And I honestly love this detail so much because it tells us something important about where Jimmy is right now. Since his breakup with Jessica, he has been drifting. And this, a mountain, a goal, something enormous and physical and entirely his own, feels like Jimmy choosing himself again. I cannot wait to watch that story unfold. Now, the case, the investigation zeroes in on the tech trolls. Kasie covers for them at first, telling everyone Daryl had food poisoning. Her instincts say none of them did this. And she is right. But one of them slips up during questioning. Harold says he went to Penn with Daryl, then corrects himself to Cornell. That inconsistency is enough to pull on the thread. The real culprit is Tommy, the building's janitor. And here is where the episode goes from a clever locked room mystery to something genuinely emotional. Someone took Tommy's family hostage, his wife, his kids, and a plumber who happened to be in the wrong house at the wrong time. All of them tied up, all of them being used as leverage to force Tommy to plug a drive into Kasie's laptop during the reboot window. Tommy did not want anyone to get hurt, but Daryl caught him in the act. And in the struggle, Tommy hit him, and Daryl fell wrong. It was an accident, but a man is still dead. Sam and Parker bust into Tommy's house and find the family, shaken but unharmed. The assailant fled, and the only thing he took was Tommy's wife's phone. It feels like a resolution. Kasie completed the reboot. Tommy is in custody. The family is safe. Jimmy finally tells Parker about Kilimanjaro. Sam drops an update on his kids. Aiden made captain. Kamran is still on a mission to save democracy, and it all feels like it is wrapping up neatly. And then Kasie checks the system. Nothing was added, but something is missing. A folder, a program named Edna. And Kasie looks at the screen and says, "I think I am the reason Daryl is dead." I honestly did not breathe for about 10 seconds after that line, because what Kasie is realizing, what we are realizing with her, is that this was never about breaking into NCIS. It was never about controlling the mainframe. The entire operation, the family held hostage, Tommy blackmailed, Daryl dead, all of it was designed specifically to steal one thing. One program that only Kasie knew existed, and whoever orchestrated all of this knew about the reboot window, knew about Edna, and knew exactly how to use both. The episode ends on part 1 of a 2-parter, and the promo for episode 18, titled Bad Impressions, airing April 28th, is already dropping the first clues about what Edna actually is. And based on what little we have seen, this program connects to national security in a way that goes far beyond a routine NCIS case. Now here is the layer underneath all of this that I honestly think is the most exciting part of episode 17. Sam tells Parker during a quiet moment that he wants to make a move. He is tired of waiting, he is ready for something new, and Parker just listens and nods. That conversation is the show quietly, carefully laying the groundwork for NCIS New York. The brand new spin-off CBS announced just last week, starring LL Cool J and Scott Caan, premiering fall 2026. This episode is not a backdoor pilot in the traditional sense. It does not make Sam the center of the story or push the regular cast aside. It just lets him breathe in this world one more time. Lets us remember why we love him, and then plants one seed. He is ready to move, and New York is where he is going. Episode 18, Bad Impressions, airs Tuesday, April 28th at 8 p.m. on CBS. The promo suggests someone on the team is going to be framed for murder. And whatever Edna is, whatever Kasie built that someone wanted badly enough to get a man killed, we are going to find out next week. I honestly cannot wait. Drop a comment and tell me, what do you think Edna is? And did Sam Hanna's return make you more excited for NCIS New York? Because after watching him work with Parker and Jimmy in this episode, I think that spinoff is going to be something special.